power of getting the right information when you're on a transformation journey, because there's so much horse shit out there that people just don't realize is making things for them so much harder. Getting the right information when you're on a transformation journey is pivotal to longevity, especially if you want to live a life of sustainability. And the harsh reality of it all is that so many of you out there are relying on the latest influencer that is doing some form of bogus training method or diet method that's not sustainable for your lifestyle. And most of them, and let's face it, it's the large majority of them, haven't lived the life that you've lived. So if you're getting your information on how to transform your body, your mindset from somebody that doesn't live a lifestyle similar to yours, or has been through the same type of, let's just say, trauma or stuff that's happening in your life that makes it really difficult to just survive. And if you don't have someone like that in your corner and you're getting information off people that just don't understand it, you're going down the wrong path. So what you need is somebody in your corner that has the ability to empathize, sympathize, has been in a similar position, if not the same position in life, that can help guide you through that next stage of transformation. They've got the runs on the board, right? They've done the hard work. They know what it's like to survive with or without that type of training method or nutritional method. So the hardest part for the majority of humans these days is the access to all this information that's out there. And it just makes it really difficult to get the right information. I'm not saying I'm a master of health and wellness. I'm not saying that at all. All I'm saying is that I'm a tried and tested model of something that works for a very long period of time. I mean, it's been 15 years since I changed my lifestyle and changed my mentality and the way I train and the way I eat. And that 15 years of holding a sustainable weight, like I fluctuate 3 kilos every year up and down, but I know how to switch back on when I need to. I have the skill set, I have the knowledge, but also my biggest skill set is support. So stop going for the latest influencer out there that's giving you all this bogus information. Start doing your research properly on your lifestyle versus the calorie deficit or the nutritional nutrition or fuel you need to eat every single day that's going to get you to your next goal. That's where you need that right information to move forward. The best way to identify the right information for your transformation journey is go back through the coach's proof, social proof. How many people have they helped? Are they in a similar age bracket to you? Do they do similar work to you? Have they suffered similar trauma in their life to you? The hardest part is most of these people out there are utilizing bodybuilding methods for average mums and dads that just need to look better and feel better. And you can't put a bodybuilder's mentality into someone that just wants to lose a bit of weight and get fit, because that's just contradicting the whole entire process of trying to live a sustainable life. A bodybuilder's diet will not suit a mum or dad that just needs to lose weight. So you need to find someone or something out there that's going to benefit your lifestyle, the way you currently work, the way your family life is, how much time in the day you have. Like, if anybody out there says to you, we have the same 24 hours in a day, tell them to fuck off, because these young influencers or these young coaches that, I use that term loosely, they don't understand that their job is to train. I have a business, I have a wife, I have kids that I have to manage as part of my life. My 24 hours might only give me maybe 2 hours of the day where I can train and do my own thing, and the rest of the time is me working, me being a dad, me being a partner, being a business owner, me being a counselor. So if they tell you that you have the same 24 hours in a day as everyone else, you don't. We all have different 24-hour periods and what we can cram into. So you need to find the right fit for your lifestyle. And the reason why people often fall for misleading information while on a transformation journey is because these vulgar slash rage bait type of influences out there are getting people at their most vulnerable. And when you're at your most vulnerable and you see someone that kind of attracts you to where you want to be, you fall for that. like that marketing is clever in that aspect. So most of the time, that person that's doing that type of marketing isn't the real person that you're going to get coaching you. Most of the time, these people just have a knack of getting a really good hook, gets you in when you're at your most vulnerable. And when that happens, and you see like an opportunity to change yourself because you feel like you're attracted to this type of transformation, most of the time that person or that product or that program falls to the wayside with their promises and their capabilities, because they're just trying to get as much people in as possible. You need someone that's going to be detailing everything for you, like I said before, to your lifestyle, the way you live, the hours in your day, the type of work you have, the type of energy levels you have, your experience with training and nutrition. You need to be taught how to eat properly. If you get sucked into these excellent marketing campaigns that get you at your most vulnerable, and you fall for that, like, take a bit of time and do a bit more research. I understand there's someone there that might be talking to you direct, and you feel like, oh, what he or she is saying is, oh, it's relatable, and yeah, cool. But go a bit further and ask the questions like, are you going to coach me, or are you just going to give me a program? And then that stems on to the next thing, is how having the right support system contributes to a successful transformation journey. The only way to lose weight is with a calorie deficit. We all know that. The second most important thing is support. Right? You can train as much as you want. If you don't have support through the down times and the up times as well, you will not continue on with your journey. Support is, to me, one of the most important things on your transformation journey. It gives you the right level of accountability. It gives you a proper check-in system that you can fall back onto, right? So if you're not tracking everything you're doing, and you're not accountable for everything you are putting in your body, or how you train or how you don't train, like most of us, and you don't have that support mechanism, a coach or a mentor or a partner or your family or friends, if you don't have them to give you a nudge when you don't feel like going to the gym, or because you're feeling a little bit down, you need someone to talk to in those situations. You need someone to help prop you up. And support is absolutely paramount for that whole reason. Nobody, and I mean nobody in this world was self-made. There is not one person out there that can say that they've never had help or support along their journey. Most millionaires, billionaires had funding given to them, or borrowed money off somebody that helped prop them up. Yes, they did the hard work and made that money and changed it into millions and billions. Same as athletes. Like, no athlete was just born a sprinter. They went through a rigorous process of training with a proper coach mentor that helped them get to where they are. Nobody in this world is self-made. Support is absolutely paramount to longevity and sustainability with any transformation. And how do you find that support system? For me, the most important support system is my partner, my wife. That is hands down. The second most important would be my kids. The third most important would be my best friend. That's how my support system looks in my life. I do have mentors and coaches that help me with business stuff and content stuff, which is great. And they are my support in that type of area. But personally, for me, it's having a solid partner that believes in me like I believe in her, that entrusts me like I entrust her. Like, that to me is more pivotal than anything else. Second, for somebody out there, I coach a lot of single women that don't have a partner. So having a coach that tailors a program or a lifestyle program to how you are, but gives you that support that you need, that you might not have on tap. Like, I reckon there's a majority of the population that could probably count on one hand a really close friend that they could actually trust and rely on to give you not what you need to hear. Do you know what I mean by that? So for me, my wife will call me out on my shit. My kids, they're my biggest critics, which I think is great. My best mate is the same. He will just underlyingly just nail me when I am doing something wrong, or praise me when I'm doing something right. That's what makes me tick and gives me that level of confidence to push forward. So if you are somebody like, majority of my clients, or maybe your support system at home or is not the same as what you need, that's why you need to get a coach on to help you out. You need someone with the knowledge and the empathy to be able to guide you through the good and bad times. I can pretty much read when my clients are going for a rough patch, because you can just see that the level of anticipation or excitement's not there. And that's when coaching comes into play. Like, that's when I'm at my best, is I can push them to the next level. I can find out what's going on, and then we can pivot. If you have, like, I've got a client at the moment that's going through some rough health issues, and it's like, well, why would you force yourself to have to nail your nutrition training and steps and water? Like, let's just pick one that you can handle while you're going through this rough patch. Most of the time it's your food, because that's the biggest thing that's going to put on weight. If we can control that, we can control most things, right? If we can control one little thing to get us through a rough patch, it just makes it so much easier. There's a lot less pressure. You know what's funny? Everyone thinks a transformation journey is a straight line, like a point A to point B. You start motivated, you follow the plan, and boom, you've got a new body and a new mindset. But in reality, it's the most non-linear thing that you will ever do. So here's a few of the biggest misconceptions that I see most of the time. The first, and probably the biggest, is motivation will carry me through. People have this common misconception that they're going to be fired up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And the truth is, motivation fades. But what replaces it is discipline, structure, and purpose. People that change the most most of the time aren't the most motivated. They're the ones who act after the motivation dies. Probably number two would be, I'll be happy once I hit my goal weight. Now, this one is absolutely brutal, because transformation isn't about what you see in the mirror. It's about what's behind it. You can lose all the weight in the world and still hate yourself. The real win is learning to respect yourself along the way, not just when the scale approves. Goal weight's something that I don't really set with my clients, because I think that you might say, I need to lose 10 kilos to feel good about myself. You might only lose 4 and go, wow, I feel fucking awesome. I might just build from there. That's why that goal weight system is not really important. For me, it's how you feel and how you look. That's what's more important. I would say number 3 would be, you have to be perfect. People think that one missed workout or one bad meal, it means you failed miserably, right? Let's be real. It's the all or nothing mindset that fails most people. They get destroyed by it. True transformation is about clumsy consistency, just falling over the line, learning how to bounce back fast and not punishing yourself for being human. I would say the last one would be, once I get to my journey, I'm done. The thing about transformation is that the journey never ends. It evolves over time. You don't arrive and suddenly stay lean forever. You just level up and find new challenges. And then the hardest part is learning how to maintain that without obsession. So a transformation isn't about changing who you are. It's about remembering who you were before the world made you forget. That's the part that no one tells you about. So if you're listening to this and you're on your own journey, a transformation isn't about changing who you are. It's about remembering who you were before life got heavy. Stay patient, stay kind to yourself, and keep showing up even when it's not pretty, because that's where the magic happens.